It's Tuesday, which you know what that means. It's Daredevil Day. And with the final episode of Born Again coming out tonight at the time of me recording this, I am so excited to put out this video. But before I do, I am thinking of doing a tier ranking video for all the seasons of Daredevil, and I might just include that 2003 movie as well. So if you're interested in me kind of going over the Daredevil seasons, what I like, and rank them in a tier style, let me know below, and I might just do that for you guys. I want to know if there's enough people that actually want to see that, or they're just like, I'm tired of Daredevil. But before we do that, let's talk about Daredevil's villains. So today I'm going to dive into the 7 best villains for Daredevil. And listen, believe it or not, even though this dude's been around for like 40 plus years, his actual rogue gallery isn't huge. But the ones that do hit, yeah, they hit pretty fucking hard. These are villains that have stuck around or stuck with me, whether it's how they fight or what they did to Matt personally, or if they look cool, because come on, if you have the drip, that's pretty fucking cool if you're evil, right? So, without further ado, let's get into my list of the 7 best villains for Daredevil. Number 7 is Stilt-Man. Now, wait. Do not click away, please. I know. Listen, Stilt-Man sounds like a goddamn joke. And honestly, he is. His name is fucking Stilt-Man. I mean, what do you expect? My wife literally looked at me and said, Stilt-Man? What does he do? Hit you with his stilts? And yeah, that's pretty much what he does, exactly. Design-wise, this dude looks ridiculous. He's just a guy with big-ass metal legs. But Wilbur, that's his real name, you know. Not Stilt-Man, but that's his villain name. That's ridiculous. But this is why I love him. You gotta give him a shot, because is he ever really a threat? Hardly ever. But I gotta give him moments because he always keeps coming back and always trying to fight Daredevil. So for that alone, the fact that he's been in here and he's been trying so hard has to mean something. On top of that, I gotta give him props for the moment in Bendis' run where after Matt gets outed as Daredevil, Stilt-Man just drops off his suit at Matt's office and is like, I'm out, man. You gotta love it. Daredevil beats the shit out of him for years, and then when he finds out who Matt is, he's just like, nah, this guy's crazy. I'm done. I'm over it. And my number 6 is the Owl. And I know I can feel it. You're hovering over that exit button again, but hear me out. The Owl is literally Daredevil's first villain created specifically for him. He popped up in issue 3, and he's been coming back ever since. Usually to get his ass handed to him, but hey, he's persistent, and that means something in my fucking world of villains. And yes, he kind of has this Looney Tune feel to him with his hair. It's very spiked up. It looks like an owl. Yeah, I know, that's his gimmick. But especially in later runs, he gets a little bit more grimy, a little bit more gritty, a little bit more dangerous. Basically, kind of like a second-rate Kingpin. But what I did like about him, he's a little bit more dirtier. He gets his hands dirty, and that to me is awesome. That to me makes him different than Kingpin. It's not that Kingpin won't get his hands dirty, but it's usually his last resort, and it's usually Owl's first resort. So he's not the most iconic, but I respect a villain who keeps crawling back for round 2 or 15, whatever you want to say. The point is he keeps trying to fight Daredevil, which makes him an entertaining villain. And my number 5 is Typhoid Mary, and it's not Typhoid. You would get that if you watch my ranking video. But Typhoid Mary is really fun because this is where things get spicy. This is where things get better because she is basically chaos incarnated. Depending on which personality is running the show, she'll either want to kiss Matt or kill him, or maybe both in the same breath. You never really know, which makes her undeniably a fun character to follow. Her design, straight fire. She got that sexy, almost like biker chick meets psychopath vibe going on. And listen, I don't know about you guys, but that works for me. I'm very scared of her, and I'm also kind of turned on by her. I love that. She's also one of the first post-Miller villains who really gives Matt a challenge. When Mary shows up, it's never just a fight. It's a goddamn emotional roller coaster. It's not even just fist fighting. And you know what? I absolutely love that shit. She is definitely one of the different type of characters or villains for Daredevil. So my number 4 is Muse. Now we're getting to the sickos here, guys. Muse is the new kid on the block who was just introduced in Soul's Run, and he is a twisted little freak. He's killing people. That's too easy. Muse decides to turn his corpses into art. Yeah, let that visual marinate. You get it? Marinate? God, I gotta stop with these jokes. But his design is haunting. It's a white, kind of just regular shirt, but painted. It looks like a literal living canvas. He's creepy, he's creative, but really what pushed him to make it so high on my list is what he did to Blind Spot, a kid or a teenager that Matt was mentoring in that run. Muse didn't kill him. No, he just, well, blinded him. Just straight up snatched his vision to make a point. And that sent Matt into a rage that I hadn't seen in a long time in that run. So Muse might not have the legacy yet, but I think he sure as hell lands the mark. He's even in the live action show and he's fun in there. But if you liked his version in the show, I guarantee you're going to love the version in the comics. Number 3 is Mr. Fear. This one is kind of controversial, but I stand by it. Mr. Fear is a demon in disguise. So his design is really cool. He's got the gas mask and everything. He definitely has that envisioning hood and everything of I am the darkness. And, you know, it's a little corny, but it's also a lot of fun. I really like it. And what he does is he uses fear toxins to make you kind of live your worst fears. Think Scarecrow from the Batman. So the dude can be very dangerous. But he didn't want to mess with Matt just directly. See, he didn't even want to kill Matt. He wanted to ruin Matt's life. So he went after Matt's wife, Mila, and pumped her full of fear toxins that permanently broke her mind. There's no antidote to this, no fix, just full-on psychological destruction. All because she was with Matt, so she gets the short end of the stick, just like most people who are in Matt's life. It's cold. He's evil, and that's why he's high up there on my list. He didn't just hurt Matt, he shattered his entire world, and that is Matt's biggest failure, or at least top 3 failures in his life. And that makes him such a fun bastard to read. Love Mr. Fear. And my number 2 is Kingpin, the big man himself. So picking between him and my number 1 was really damn hard. Kingpin is a monster. Physically, sure, but mentally, that's where he also thrives. He doesn't just punch Daredevil in the face, he rips his life apart. In Born Again, he uses the knowledge that Matt is Daredevil to slowly destroy him. Job, home, quite literally, relationships, reputation, just erodes him piece by piece like a petty, vindictive god. And I hate him so much, but it works so well because Kingpin is smart. Their rivalry is legendary for a reason. Every time they go at it, it feels like a full-on war. And what really helps is that Kingpin gets so much character development through multiple runs that he is a legitimate threat to not only Daredevil, but pretty much any Marvel hero out there. And my number 1 is Bullseye. This mother effer. Where do I even begin? Bullseye is pure, undiluted evil. No tragic backstory, no, maybe he's got a point. Nah, none of that. He's just a sick, heartless piece of shit who loves killing, and guess what? I love that because you don't get enough of that these days. His design is sleek, it's simple, it's a black suit, iconic bullseye symbol, and the dude can turn literally almost anything into a deadly weapon, including his tooth. A pencil, paperclip, toothpick, you're dead. And he's ruthless. He killed Elektra, one of the most formidable fighters out there. He killed Karen just because he could. You piece of fucking shit. He basically torments Matt's entire life just because he can't do it physically. He decides to get a bunch of other villains to do it for him. Unlike Kingpin, there is no love in him. There's no logic. There's no malice. At least Kingpin has Vanessa. Bullseye doesn't want to win. He wants to kill you in fun and sick ways. And in my book, that makes him Daredevil's number 1 villain. I'm sorry, Kingpin, but this guy has just done so much damage to Matt. It's undeniably sickening, yet so engrossing to watch. And that's my list of the Daredevil's most baddest, meanest, and most unforgettable villains around. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Think I'm insane for putting Stilt-Man on there? I don't blame you. But let me know in the comments below. If you like this, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and please come back for more. I love making these type of videos, and make sure to list yours below. Everybody, have a good day, and I shall see you next time.